I just wanted to take a quick note to self, to anybody, really. How do I begin? Where is my thought pattern? Don't try to be nice. Don't try to be perfect. Be real. And I think a lot of people have a misnomer about what real means. People think if you're keeping it real, it means you're being cruel. It means you're verbally attacking somebody. And that's not what real is at all. Real is saying, you know what, I'm not going to avoid conflict. If there is a conflict, then let's see what part I play in it, and let's see what solutions we can have in it. Two people pretending that there's not a hole in the boat will just make the boat sink. One person keeping it real by saying, there's a hole in the boat, there's a hole in the boat, there's a hole in the boat, that's just going to make it sink as well. But if two people can be real of, oh, hey, I see there's a hole, maybe we can fix it. Do we have other solutions? How can we bring it together? Do you know anything about boat repair? Maybe I can help. That to me is being real. Being real is addressing when there is an issue. Being real is addressing when you're happy about something, when you're positive about something. Unless you know the reality of your situation, you cannot move forward. And that goes with yourself more than just with other people. Being real is self-help. It's self-care. It's looking at yourself and saying, what assumptions am I operating on? Am I truly confident in the way that I'm going through my life? Is it going smoothly? Or am I repressing feelings and telling myself it's going smoothly? See, being real with yourself first is really the most important step. I try that constantly. I want to be real with myself. I want to know what things motivate me to do things that really aren't me, really are not my programming. It is just the conditioning from childhood, false beliefs. Like my mother was always, oh, if you're a nice person, then you get rewarded. And she only meant nice in public to stroke her ego. Being nice to other people, being nice in private, that still didn't work. And I had to really evaluate myself and say, in what ways am I trying to be nice? Am I avoiding conflict? Am I allowing other people to dictate the flow of the conversation just to be nice? And my conclusion has been, time and time again, I don't want to be nice. I want to be real. If you're treating me with respect and I'm treating you with respect, we'll have a real friendship. But I am not going to sit there and be a doormat. I am not going to be a doormat. And in a way, I just had to throw my hands up and walk away. And many people judge me for making that decision because she kidnapped my children, and I'm not sitting there screaming and yelling with her and going back and forth with court and destroying my children's lives just so I can have a chance to be in it. I was homeless and helpless, and I am homeless still, but I'm not helpless anymore. When my children are old enough to make decisions for themselves, my attorneys will reach out to them, absolutely. And if they choose to be in my life, then fantastic. It's beautiful. I will welcome them. I will guide them as best I can. If they choose not to, then I will do the healthy thing, not the egotistical thing, the healthy thing, and respect their boundaries, but letting them know that I am here whenever they're willing to talk. I had to raise myself. I've had to financially support myself. I have had to be everything for myself. My own counselor, my own comfort, my own best friend, my own mentor. I've literally had to be everything for myself, and yeah, it's a lot, and it's beaten me up. And no, I am not this caked in makeup, fake extensions, pretty filters person. And I'm not saying if that's a bad thing, if that's what you do. I'm just saying that's not me. I am who I am, and I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not afraid of that. in a world where most people are trying to create a brand and market a brand, I have a reputation. There's a huge difference between that. I will share my life in certain aspects of it. I will share my goals and I move forward. I share my knowledge with anyone and everyone that I can, but I have no need to impress people. I have no need to be nice to people. Look, let's face it, majority of the planet, let that sink in, majority of the planet truly believe that there is some invisible magical person in the sky that is controlling them. They could outgrow the Tooth Fairy, they could outgrow Santa Claus, but for some reason they don't outgrow, God, Allah, Jesus, all the other little names. And it's really scary to be surrounded by so many zombies, just mindless people moving around in the masses. And yeah, I know that I am a minority, and that no matter what I do or how I do it, there's going to be more people who are triggered by me being genuine than there are who are going to, respect it, let alone pour into it. So I am who I am, and I move forward and learn as I can. I have no fear or shame that I am imperfect. I have no fear or shame that I have had to learn through trial and error, lots of trials, lots of errors, and that I'll have more trials and errors going forward. And every day and every phase of my life, I got to kind of readjust and refix and kind of see where I want to go and how I want to go. And the world is constantly changing as well, from economics to socially to just more people being born and more people dying. There's plenty of change that's going to happen every single day. And I had to make a choice to not be owned by my mother anymore. And that is a choice I will never regret. I will absolutely never regret it. I'm trying to figure out the balance for my life, where I want this next chapter of my life to go and to move forward to. And I don't need to answer to anybody about it. Some people will appreciate what I'm doing, some people won't. And you know what? It doesn't fucking matter. You're not living my life. And if somebody is trying to tell you how to live your life right now, they don't fucking matter. I don't care if it's the person who pays your bills. I don't care if it's the person that you're sleeping with. They don't matter. What matters is you. If you are with somebody who is not actually helping you be a healthier, stronger version of yourself, you need to ask yourself, why are you with that person? And if you can't handle being alone, I'm not saying you have to be alone your whole life. Not at all. Not at all. You don't have to want to live a solitary life. I don't want to live a solitary life. And I do socialize every single day. But yeah, there are periods of my life where I am going by myself because I'm learning who I am and what I believe, and I am changing my programming, and I am trying new ways of being in the world. So don't try to be nice. Stop with the nice, because nice people are actually some of the most damaging people. You want to be nice so you won't say that there's a problem, but then you're going to be passive aggressive. You're going to be impatient with people. You're going to be like, oh, it's okay, oh, that's okay, that's okay, and then turn around and just totally blow up at people, and they're not going to know what's going to happen. Don't be nice. Especially, I see this with men all the time. You're just trying to please a woman, 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 never telling her the things that she's doing that are upsetting you, never telling her the things she's doing that you disagree with. And then you just wind up resenting her and then telling her no matter what you do, she's not happy with you. And she's sitting there confused because from her point of view, you guys get along just fine. So being nice is actually one of the worst things you can do, in my opinion. So that's just my thought for today is be real, be proud that you're real. And that doesn't mean you have to hurt anyone, doesn't mean you have to hurt yourself. In fact, staying real with yourself and staying real with others causes the least amount of damage. It actually is the most compassionate thing that I've ever seen anyone be able to do with each other. So that's my advice. Don't be nice.